YouTube was it's your boy Zell back with another one. Jaron Ennis, for all that speaks on potential fight. I'm going to stop Madrimov 100%. Let's get it. Well, I'm gonna get some thoughts on that. I know his father didn't say he gonna stop Madrimov. I wonder if Boots actually said that. If that's his actual words. If that's his actual words, is he implying that he's gonna move up in weight? Is he implying that he's gonna move up to 154? But if he were to move up, it wouldn't make sense to fight Madrimov. It would make sense to activate his IBF mandatory and become a challenger and get in Bud's way of becoming undisputed, which is the easiest way to get Bud to fight you. If he got to go through you to become undisputed, that would be Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, part two, essentially. That's what that fight would turn into. Let's get it.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Israel Madrimov, he definitely made a name for himself by not getting knocked out by Terrence Crawford, the best fighter in the world, and making it a very competitive fight. Madrimov is a fighter who usually throws a lot of punches. What actually helped him in this fight against Crawford was he was very patient. He didn't really punch that much. He waited a lot. He even was tying up Terrence Crawford, the smaller man. But when he did throw punches, he made it count. He was landing really hard, straight, stiff right hands, great uppercuts, a couple of looping hooks that made the fight competitive. But almost every single time Madrimov would land something good, Crawford would match everything he did. Now, someone else that was there that night and watched the fight live was Boots and his father's trainer. He was actually there working Andy Cruz's corner, who got another impressive knockout win, stepping up in competition against Antonio Moran. So Ennis, he did an interview with Miller City Boxing, and he was asked how would his son do against Madrimov, and this is what he said.
He was giving him angles and, using the jab, giving him angles, turning him, what I mean? It was a good fight.
Moving up to 54, any thoughts of wanting to challenge Madrimov?
Who?
Boots.
Oh, yeah, once we get up there, yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about you and Madrimov and Boots? How does that look?
Well, I say Boots stopping Madrimov, man.
That's a statement.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Boots is stopping Madrimov.
That's definitely a statement.
I know that for a fact. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he was stopping. And also, all that stuff he was doing the way he's doing, coming in and doing all that, we got something for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we got something for that. You know what I mean? You see, one thing about it, Boots gonna fight you. You know what I mean? So all that, you know what I mean, power punching, all that, we gonna step to you when it's time to step to you.
Man, oh man, he just said we would stop Madrimov. You know, I would hate to see Jaron Ennis rush to 154, but I'm telling you right now, if Jaron Ennis were to fight Madrimov, that would be an explosive fight. That's the exact kind of fight he needs to not only catapult his star status, but to promote a possible fight against Crawford. Imagine Jaron Ennis moving up to 154 and stopping Madrimov, which would not be easy, by the way. I don't even know if Ennis can beat Madrimov, but I'm just saying, if he were able to do it, he would reach star status without a doubt. But unfortunately, the reality is Jaron Ennis most likely won't move up to 154 for at least a year or two.
The crazy part is how Terrence Crawford was the smaller man in that ring. Boots is gonna be the bigger man in that ring. Boots is a big 147 pounder. Boots peak is probably 168. You know, 168, 175. He a big dude. So Madrimov won't be able to do them weight bullet tactics and that I'm the bigger man shit on Boots because he's not. Boots is the naturally bigger man. He just had a smaller weight class.
He wants to become undisputed at 147. He's a natural welterweight. But the problem is, at 147 right now, the welterweight division is a deserted division. And all the big fights for Jaron is at 154, unless some fighters from 140 move up to 147. And that's really unfortunate because, once again, I would love to see Jaron Ennis versus Madrimov after the performance Madrimov put on against Crawford. Ennis's father, he said all that moving he was doing, we got something for that. He was talking about all the feints, all the bouncing Madrimov was doing. And it was Madrimov's feints. It was his patience, him constantly waiting and waiting and waiting to land a counterpunch. That's what made the fight more competitive. Because if Madrimov would have let his hands go the way he used to let his hands go in previous fights, he would have got stopped by Crawford. But Madrimov understood this. And it made him extremely cautious because he was so worried about getting caught with a counter by Crawford that he didn't really let his hands go. And he basically just relied on pot shotting with the right hand, with lead uppercuts, and then every once in a while he would throw a punch and then tie up Crawford because he was really worried about the counter. Jaron Ennis is saying we got something for that, or Jaron Ennis' father is saying that. Now, because Jaron is a natural welterweight, he might acclimate more to 154 than Crawford did because Crawford was a natural lightweight. So if Ennis can carry his power and his size to 154, he's going to be a hell of a threat at junior middleweight. But for now, most likely he's going to stay there. You heard his father. He said, when we move up to 154, yeah, we're knocking out Madrimov. That means it's probably a while before, once again, Crawford or Ennis moves up to 154, but we'll see. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next.
Hey, shout out Dante. Great content as always. Um, yeah, man. Like I said, there's many ways Boots can go about his career. He can, of course, become undisputed at 47. The but about that is Crawford will still be in the sport when he achieves that, because his ultimate goal is that Crawford fight. With that being said, if he wants to Crawford fight soon, he can move up whenever he wants to and become an IBF mandatory. And as a mandatory fighter, he gonna have to fight him. Otherwise, the IBF gonna give Boots the belt automatic, because that's how they rock. You can't duck your mandatories in the IBF. That's why Boots got the belt, because they didn't take rematch clauses as an exemption from mandatories. And Bud had a rematch clause, but they still took it from him. So if Boots move up, he gonna have to fight for the IBF belt. Otherwise, it's just gonna be his. And I think if Bud won't become undisputed at 54, Fedora got 2 belts. He fight Fedora, and then look who you got left. Look who got the other belt. Elwood Spence versus Bud Part 2. Boots versus Bud. Like, that just sounded like a dream. Boots versus Bud. Like, come on, that shit'd be crazy, man. So look, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share this, man. We want over 2K subs. Man, I see y'all been going crazy on the subscribe, man. Y'all, I love y'all. Till next time, man.